Preppers, you should be doing this. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. So what am I talking about? There's a lot of things you should be doing, right? Should be stockpiling food, water, medical supplies, things to keep you warm in the winter, seeds to grow your garden, raise animals. Yes. As well as increasing and perfecting your ability to defend yourself and secure your property and your family. Yes. So how can some of these, a lot of these things, be brought into one kind of idea that I highly recommend and feel that you should be doing? I am definitely headed that route. I wouldn't classify myself this yet, but definitely headed that route. And I recommend everybody head that route and be as close to this as possible. What is it? Simple, homesteading. Yes, homesteading. Very, very important. So what is homesteading? Homesteading, in the loose terms, so my little one has this habit now of every time I start a video of needing something from me. It's frustrating sometimes, but she comes first. Yes. Homesteading. Okay. So what is homesteading? Homesteading really to me is being as self-sufficient, self-reliant, those kind of things as possible. I'm talking about growing your own food, raising your own animals, and living rural. Can you homestead in a suburban neighborhood? Well, yeah, there's the people that say, like suburban homesteading, city homesteading, stuff like that. Not so much if I think that really meets what I'm talking about, but who cares? It's just a title, it's just a name anyway. Do what works for you. I've talked in the past about how homesteaders and preppers should be like this. Homesteaders should be preppers, and preppers should strive to be more like homesteaders. Sorry about that. It's really windy out here tonight, so apologize if you get lots of wind noise in the video. Being able to produce your own inputs. We talk about this all the time also. It's kind of like in the military when you're learning something, how they teach you, and then they teach you again, and they recover it, and they go over it again, and they go over it again, and they drill it into your head. Maybe that's what I'm doing here. I'm drilling it into your guys' heads. Hopefully you'll run with it. Hopefully you'll go with it. Hopefully you will work in that direction. I'm not saying it has to be perfect. Even if you're in an apartment, you can grow. There's a channel, I think it's apartment prepping or something like that. I know there's city prepping. That's a big channel. There are ways to do it. Don't ask me because I don't know how to grow food in an apartment. I don't live in an apartment. I highly recommend that you move more rural if you can. If it's realistic or if it's something you really desire to do, go for it. Just do it. Me, like I say, I wouldn't call myself a homesteader. I mean, come on, I don't even have 2 acres. But we make use of the land we have. And we're hopefully going to be doing a lot more doing a lot more projects in upcoming shortly. That we will try to, right now we have 12 raised beds and some in-ground stuff. We're hoping to, probably our garden next spring will be at least 3, if not 4 or 5 times larger than it is now. And we will be adding in chickens, maybe turkeys, maybe goats, but I know chickens. So we're going to be adding a lot coming very soon. A lot of things are already in progress. So, I highly recommend that you guys do that. Why? The simple life is so rewarding. Is it easy? No. It's a lot of hard work. But think back to the days old days. Think back to like 1800s. Before, pre-industrial revolution. Think about how simple life was. How hard life was, yes. But how rewarding it is to get out there, work with your hands in the soil, get dirty, get muddy, build your garden, raise your animals, grow crops, and eat that wonderful, healthy, awesome tasting food. That's where it's at. I'll tell you that. So why should you homestead? Also, another reason why is because when you're growing and raising animals and fruits, vegetables, all these things, is that hopefully you'll get to the point where you can grow an abundance. You can grow more than you actually need and raise more than you actually need. Why is that good? Well, food storage. You can add to your food storage with what you grew or what you raised. You can dehydrate. You can, you can pickle, you can salt. Lots of different ways to preserve foods. Think back to the old ways. Yes. I just think this shifting back to the older, simpler ways is just a more healthy lifestyle. Unplugging from the screens, except for my YouTube channel, please watch it. No, seriously. Unplugging as much as possible. Watch prepper channels, sure. Watch gardening channels, sure. Watch all the different channels that will teach you, uplift you, empower you, or give you knowledge. That's important. But all the frivolous BS, unplug from it. Unplug. Simplify your life. It is very rewarding. It's a lot of work. But it is very, very just fulfilling. Going out, I know when I wake up in the morning, when it's, time to work on the garden, that time of year, know what I do. I go out, do the chores of the day, basically. But also, always working on increasing my capabilities. Adding more raised beds, building more raised beds, and or conditioning in-ground soil for later use, later on, next season, something like that. By interacting with others. Neighbors, my closest neighbors, have chickens. I get the chicken manure from them because they don't use it. They put it in a hole on their property. They don't really use it in their compost. They do have composting, but they don't use that for some reason. I forgot. I haven't asked them why. But I take that and I churn up the soil, some in-ground stuff, and I put it in there. Areas that I plan to use a year from now. And that's great. Composting also is part of the whole homesteading thing. And along with homesteading, not only is it simple life that is so rewarding, the food is so much better for you. Another aspect is all the skills that you're going to learn. You are going to learn throughout the process of homesteading, and it is a process. It's not just, I just wake up one day and I throw some seeds in the ground and I'm a homesteader. No contraire. It's a big learning curve. And as you're learning these skills now, where if you fail at them, it's not as big a deal as when it is SHTF, whatever you want to call it, when your life is depending on it. When your life is depending on it, it's not when you want to be learning these skills. So the sooner you can start doing homesteady type things, the more you'll be better equipped, you will be to deal with things when they are not so good. Just think about that. What do you want to be able to do? What do you want your quality of life to look like? What do you want your life period to look like in a big collapse situation? in a WROL, without rule of law, SHTF scenario, whatever, Teotihuacan, whatever you want to call it. How do you envision your life? What do you envision yourself doing? How do you envision yourself living? Me, I envision myself, barring armed conflict, growing my garden, raising my animals, pretty much doing what I do now. Just having to rely on myself more, ramping up my game even that much more, because I've been doing it. I've been learning the skills. I've made mistakes. I learn every year. My garden, how to improve it, how to make it better, where things grow best, how to deal with bugs, how to deal with slugs, all those kind of things. Because I garden organically. I don't use any chemicals. I'll tell you one thing, diatomaceous earth. Yes, definitely an aid in that process. So anyway, please subscribe, by the way. Please hit the like button, comment below, share the video, and ring the notification bell. Please, I really appreciate it. And remember to prepare out of peace of mind, not out of fear. There's a lot of channels out there. I get it, I know, I see it. All those fear porn videos, those are the videos that get tons and tons of views. Whereas this video probably won't get that many views. Just because people want to be scared, I guess. People want to hear that superfluous drivel. The constant, oh my God, this is going to happen. Oh my gosh, did you hear China, Russia, Ukraine? Oh my gosh, moron, thing coming on. Just all this stuff. They want to be scared. They want to live in a vibration of fear. I don't want that. I want you guys to live in a vibration of love and positive energy. Trusting in Him. And knowing that everything will be okay. We have to do our part. Enjoy the peace of mind that preparedness gives you. I love you guys. I cherish you guys. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.